Coming up on Torrance Today, Honda announces an exciting new technology developed right here in our city. The North High School weight room gets a much-needed makeover thanks in part to one of our council members. And a Black History celebration honors those who are making a difference in our community. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Kirk Lyons. It's 4 p.m. on Monday, March 6th. I hope you had a restful weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is our first story. The American Honda Motor Company unveiled a revolutionary technology last week, and City Cable got a front row seat.
Hydrogen. Yes. Thank you.
We are so excited today to be able to introduce our hydrogen fuel cell stationary power system. It produces 500 kilowatts of electricity, of clean electricity using renewable energy. It uses hydrogen as an energy source to create that electricity. This is the unveiling today of this system. It's the first of its kind in the world, and we're very happy to use this on our Torrance campus. We are our own guinea pigs first, applying this technology to support the backup power needed for our data systems and servers here on this campus.
Using clean power to meet the increasing needs for data storage makes this groundbreaking technology the first step towards the company's bigger goal.
This project was started to support our environmental ambition of being truly carbon neutral. The exhaust from a hydrogen fuel cell is water. We're creating electricity by combining hydrogen and oxygen in a fuel cell, and that yields electricity and clean water. And it's a truly infinitely repeatable cycle. But we have a dream of resource circulation where we no longer have to dig holes in the ground to extract finite materials to make things, and we no longer have to put things in holes in the ground at the end of their service life. Our dream is to be able to make new Hondas out of old Hondas.
City leaders echoed the excitement for the new hydrogen fuel cell and what it means for our city and our world.
You got the wow factor today, the rollout of fuel cell technology here on the campus of one of our biggest employers in the City of Torrance. I couldn't be happier. They are looking into the future to make sure that we have all available sources of energy, clean energy. It's a big deal today.
They're not emitting air pollution, they're not emitting carbon gases, they're just emitting water. And that's what's exciting about hydrogen energy. And all that innovation is happening right here in Torrance. And so, it's exciting that not only is American Honda in Torrance creating all the jobs, creating all the economic benefits, but it's saving the world with all this innovation happening, again, right here in Torrance.
Joseph says using hydrogen technology to replace diesel-generated backup power is a great place to start. Over time, when hydrogen availability increases and costs come down, it has the potential to serve many more roles. Honda's American headquarters sits on more than 100 acres in our city at 1919 Torrance Boulevard. Student athletes at North High now have a renovated weight room and even a chance to receive some scholarship money thanks to one of our council members.
So this goes back to last year, and I was campaigning to be a council member. So to me, part of that process includes finding out what the needs are in the community, and North High School covers the entire area of North Torrance. So that led me to first contacting the school, and they walked me in here, and I saw the sad state of this weight room and said, okay, we're going to start with this.
The floor was buckling, and so it became a tripping hazard for the kids. They had rolls down, so the seams were coming up, kids were tripping. It's just unsafe, right? Especially if kids are trying to walk around with weights either on their shoulders or walking around and trip. It's just a huge safety hazard that we had.
And not only did Councilman donate $10,000 to the weight room, he also donated $10,000 to Bill Peters' athletic scholarship. Bill Peters has been coaching on campus at North High School for 30, 40 years. He currently works on our campus. So it's really a legendary thing that Councilman established with Bill Peters because he's iconic in our community.
Well, it's a scholarship we give to one senior every year. Humbled and honored to have it in my name. We look for a student athlete that is going to college and is on their way and to be a productive member of society. We interview a bunch of kids, and it's going to be our second year now, so it's great. I really appreciate it.
North High's athletic department added about $25,000 to the council members' contribution to upgrade the weight room floor. Councilmember Kaji encourages other individuals and businesses in our community to support our organizations and schools as they are able. And a final Black History Month event took place in our city in early March, honoring those in our community who are making a difference.
It feels great. You know, everything that I do, I just want to make sure that I'm selfless in my giving. I work a lot with kids. You know, anyone that is in need, the homeless. I do a lot of different programs. And again, just to be a part of this event, to recognize what I'm doing in the community is awesome.
One of our honorees is a former Olympian, and another honoree, you know, started his own business here. And we just want to honor them, recognize them, because they're a part of our community. They make our community rich. They make our nation rich.
We haven't been able to have a celebration like this because of the pandemic in the past 3 years. We have done virtual, but this is so much more important when you bring everybody together. And just the excitement and the inspiration was very important tonight.
The Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce hosted the event at the Marriott across from the Del Amo Fashion Center. This was one of roughly 135 events and programs the organization hosts each year to connect the business community in meaningful ways. And an academy known for sharing Indian culture through dance and music celebrated its reemergence from the pandemic in a unique way.
Okay. We are celebrating new beginnings at Newport Academy, LA, a center for the Indian community and a lot of other communities where we teach Indian classical dance, Indian classical singing, music, and the drums. We have several students that are barely 5 years old to all the way to 60-year-olds. This was a very special year because everything was so quiet for a few years in between. So we thought we will have a fun time and gather people.
Newport Academy provides the opportunity for the arts. This ribbon cutting just really shows how rich our community is in diversity and how we all come together and celebrate each other, which I think is very special and very unique for our city.
Dixit is the founder and director of the Academy and says she began training at just 5 years old and understands the importance of nurturing young talent. Dixit also hosted a HOLI festival at her Academy last Saturday, sharing her culture with those in the South Bay.
Today is one of the most exciting days that we celebrate in India. It's arrival of spring, and it is about colors and happiness and joy that spring brings for us. This is all about nature being celebrated, so the colors mean a lot. Every color has its own vibration and it has its own essence that we are trying to share here.
It's just something we grew up with every year, like, you know, Christmas. We celebrated it every year. It's a way to meet people, new people, because you're allowed to put color on anyone. There's a saying we say during Holi that don't mind, it's holy. So I can slather you with color and you shouldn't mind because it's holy.
It's so special to bring the heritage and culture to America and to see the next generation celebrate it with the food, with the colors, with the joy and fun.
The Holi Festival is an ancient Hindu tradition that signifies the triumph of good over evil. HoliFestival.org says it's sometimes referred to as the Festival of Love because it's a day when people truly get together, forgetting all resentments and bad feelings towards each other. A family fun center in North Torrance recently reopened its doors with a purple carpet premiere.
We're excited that we spent a few months remodeling the whole location. We have an interactive dance floor along with the big digital TV screen. We've got brand new games, a lot of brand new games in here. We're having fun tonight, that's for sure. Chucky and his friends, you can't beat it.
For the City of Torrance, it brings, more families together to, celebrate any occasion. It doesn't have to be birthdays. They can come in here, celebrate good grades. We also do fundraisers and group events like that, and so we're just really happy and excited to bring something new and fresh to the community.
Businesses like this are very important to the city, not just because of the revenue and the jobs they create, but also the memories that they help build within the community. I myself have been to many parties here, including my son's birthday party, so really a fun place, and definitely a place where a kid can be a kid.
The completely remodeled space features a wide selection of entertainment for kids and adults. They can munch on pizza and other snacks while challenging their arcade skills and enjoying live performances by Chucky and his friends. And still ahead, it's Monday Memories. And let's take a walk down memory lane on the newly named Sister City Street in Torrance when we come back in 60 seconds.
Get it. Get it.
Get it.
Get it. Get it.
Get it, get it.
Is she gonna get it, Daddy?
She'll get it. Get it. Get it.
When you bring home a Goodwill find, you give your whole town a reason to celebrate because you're also funding local job training and placement programs in tech, healthcare, and more. Goodwill. Bring good home.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this Monday Memories, we take a look back at the meaningful gifts exchanged between the cities of Kashiwa and Torrance when they celebrated the 50th anniversary of their sister city relationship just a couple weekends ago. Dozens of delegates from Kashiwa flew in from Japan in late February, and our city leaders and community members filled their days with fun activities and even surprised them with this brand new street sign inside the Civic Center. It sits just outside the George Nakano Theater and even indicates how far Kashiwa is from that point. The sign is also near our cherry blossom trees that honor the sister city relationship, which blossomed over 5 decades. Our visitors from Kashiwa helped plant the newest tree in the bunch, and during their final night here, they also surprised our community with a brand new street sign that bears our city's name. The heartwarming gifts continue to strengthen our two cities' growing friendship after 50 years, and leaders from both communities express their desires to see our relationship blossom even more in years to come. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great day.